name is Andrea. Welcome back to my channel. It's currently September. It's finally fall. I'm really excited for this month. I have a lot of plans. I have a little bit of pottery, a little bit of painting and glazing, and hopefully by the end of the month I will be launching my website and everything that I have made in the last few years will finally be available. I don't think that will include ceramics just yet because I'm very beginner, but we'll see if I can accomplish all of those goals. I think that it's going to be really hard, but yeah, for now we're going to be in my little home studio. I'm gonna be doing things a little differently because, fun fact, you can't throw pottery on the wheel successfully if your floors are on level. So that was really fun to learn and figure out. I'm really glad it was a me because I was going crazy. I was like, surely I'm not this bad. And I was right, I'm not that bad. The floors were just against me. So I got some hand building equipment and I did already try and make one thing, but it was a pretty tedious process. Hand building is not as easy as I thought it was gonna be. For today, we're gonna be mainly just doing some pinch pots with foots. I really love like these little pinch pot dishes with little foots. I like little dishes. Exhibit A. The only things I've really made are these little dishes. So we're gonna make more. I did the first one off camera because I was scared. But here it is. Can you focus? It's pretty cute. I really like the texture, so let me not drop it. I'm gonna go put this to the side to dry out some more so I can put a foot on it in a little bit. I'm gonna work on all the outside when this dries a little bit and it's easier to handle. I just wanna be happy. I just wanna get along. Call me up on Sunday. Think there's something wrong. Okay, let's catch up a little. So it's now the last week of September, and I obviously started this video in the beginning of September. The last 2 weeks have been a lot of trial and error. I started a few different paintings, 3 to be exact actually. I did a whole mock-up for one, and the 2 others I was trying this different technique of kind of freehanding on the canvas and like going with the flow and stuff like that, and I physically could not do it. Like, I was recoiling trying to make these paintings. It was not my cup of tea. So I went back to my safe zone and I made a mock-up on my iPad, which I'll pop up now. And here is the progress that we have with that. Yeah. As you can see, I have doubled the amount of pixels I'm working with, and I think that that will add a little bit more visual interest that I am kind of lacking. I will say that I've put up my paintings that I've done that I did last week, and I'm liking them a little bit more. I'm like, oh, those are cute or whatever. But I think that something that my work has been lacking a little bit is cohesion in my color palette and depth. So on this painting, I did a wash of color. It's not technically an underpainting, but I'd like I said, to add a little bit of depth. So I am kind of practicing with that, as well as I switched my color palette to CMY or CMYK. I don't really know which one it is. I don't know where I'm getting the K from. I also have burnt sienna in here, but I'm limiting myself to this color palette right now just to see if I can, well, one, limit the amount of errors I can make, but also just to see, kind of just experiment with a different color palette and see if it's giving me a little bit more of what I'm looking for. I can't exactly name what I'm looking for. I don't really know, but I will say that I'm excited for this painting. I love the color blue. I love that this is going to be an all blue painting. It's relatively simple. I think right now I only have 6 colors mixed, and I think that that will be the extent of it. So it's really just going to be in the amount of detail and the pixels and stuff like that where this painting is going to shine. I want to get the ball back. I want to get the ball rolling a little bit more with my bisqueware. I finally have my test tiles and I have the bisqueware. I washed it down I think 2 days ago now, so it's definitely ready to be glazed. I'm gonna do that today. Hopefully by Thursday or Friday I can have it with the person I do kiln share with and have that fired by the end of the week. The last thing that I'm wanting to get done is my website. I know that I said in the beginning of the video I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to tackle all of these goals, so you know, I'm trying to keep things organized. But as far as my website goes, I'm building the frames for a few paintings that are on thinner canvas, and I have gotten my pieces back from the print shop, so I have a few more other print options as well. But yeah, for now, so many things going on. Glazing is the top priority, and then after I take care of that, back to the painting. So yeah. We finally made it! It may or may not be the second week in October, but we're gonna pretend it's still September. I finally got my glazed pieces back, and overall, I'm happy with them. I think I've got like a 50% success rate, and for that being my first ever glaze firing, like, I think I can live with that. I do have some favorites. My favorite overall is definitely the light green flat plate. I really like the bottom and how smooth it was and no foot, and how the glaze pooled and all of the texture. And then speaking of glazes, I have 2 that I want to continue to experiment with. The first one being this really light, like dusty yellow. I really like that one. And then also the dark green glaze. But overall, with the rest of the pieces, I really liked the shapes and everything that I had made and the forms, but I really do not like how these glazes laid on this lighter clay. I think that they would be better suited on a darker clay, or maybe that's just my bias. I like darker clay anyway. Lucky for me, I have decided to switch to a studio membership instead of my at-home studio, but I am experimenting with darker clay, so I'm excited to be able to take these glazes in and see what they look like on that clay instead, because I don't think the forms are the problem. I think that the clay body is. I also finished the painting that I was working on periodically throughout this video. This painting overall has a little bit of some flaws, but it is my first in this a little bit of a new style with doubling the amount of pixels, so I am very happy with it and with the colors and everything. But this actually kind of goes back to my first love, which is cross-stitch patterns and being inspired by fiber arts, grids and patterns and stuff like that. Unfortunately, I was not able to get the website done. I was really biting off more than I could chew. I have some permits and licenses that I still need to get before I can start listing all of my pieces. But yeah, I hope you guys like this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye!